Hello.
My God.
Had to breathe it up a little bit.
It was just the fact that she said hello.
Alright, let's just get started then.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah, it is recording.
December 29th, 9:43 a.m. District Court, different lobby number 5. Good morning, Max.
Max?
Milk.
What?
You got milk?
If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie.
I like how he doesn't even try to hide his accent anymore.
Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess.
Nick. Max is really nervous.
That's understandable.
Hey, my sweeties.
What?
You don't think I should fly, do you?
Huh?
You know, you've got to make a good first impression. I'm doing that Edgeworth voice. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little.
No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay.
Oh, sweetie.
What is it this time, Max?
Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick? What's with that look in your eyes?
I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously.
Through the snow.
One can dream. December 29th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Robber. Oh shit! Fuck! I got caught unawares.
Oh,
What?
I forgot! Oh! I wasn't prepared. I kind of forgot about this.
Neither was I.
Well, you're thinking I gave myself all the circus performance and Edgeworth?
I don't know. Okay. I'm so rusty. Yeah, hold on. I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
I mean, I was in the same situation. Like, it didn't exactly help that the first piece of judge dialogue I've gotten in the past like several months was an auto skip one. So I was like, oh god, we're live.
Your Honor, get on with it.
Oh, sorry, I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns.
My God.
So,
Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactico?
Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name.
You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactico. It sounds more friendly.
I wonder if that is to our advantage.
Son Karma, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Eh?
That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy.
Honestly, I don't blame you.
It did not count. Do you hear me?
gonna still be upset about what happened last time. Dear viewers, if you don't remember,
You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are.
I am. I'm not guilty. What are you talking about?
It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back.
Jesus.
There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time.
Maya is very familiar with the things that don't come back. Occupational hazard.
Wow.
Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there now!
Ah, shit. Okay, Kane, you or me? Who's
Okay.
Sorry to keep you from work, because I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
Damn.
I think you should voice him this session. We should do hot potato.
Okay. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this.
Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir.
All right, detective, you may proceed with your testimony.
Witness testimony. Details of the events.
The night of the the night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box that is a doornail. The cause of death was a blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck.
I see. He was beaten to death.
Here is the autopsy report for the victim.
The court accepts this into evidence.
Autopsy report added to the court record. Russell's autopsy report. Time of death, 10:15 p.m. Cause blunt force trauma to the back of the head.
A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Details of the events.
I think Astrid wants to be the judge.
Does he? Okay.
I said Astrid.
Oh, I
Is
heard Asher. Sorry.
It's okay.
Um,
Well, whenever you said, does he? Asher in the background went, ah!
I think we're just gonna have to press some things.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about the snow.
It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime.
Did it pile up?
It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about an inch and a half was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day.
The snow. Let me see. There's got to be more to this.
Eh? What's the matter, Nick?
I need to take a look at the court record.
This feels so like
F
tutorial.
you!
Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime?
When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean?
Well, everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina, the animal tamer, Bo the clown, course, the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
Alright.
I did not realize that one of my children is down the stairs instead of upstairs.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Go fetch that Rugrat.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I will have a sip of my tea to soothe my vocal cords from voicing the judge. This is the only snow-related piece of evidence we have,
Yeah,
right?
I think it is that.
But I don't see any contradictions. He basically said that it was all snowy. Wait, is he saying like
I think he is
Is
saying that
statement
he was
about like the footprints would have been covered, or did
yeah,
he
I
say
think
the
he's saying
top?
something like that.
Okay. I guess I wasn't paying enough attention, but I don't remember him saying when the snow stopped. Did he?
He said the snow from the night stayed until the morning.
But if it stopped before the murder, then it's understandable that the footprints weren't covered.
Oh, I paused a lot of it
Oh, okay, okay.
because I
Like, yeah, riveting gameplay of like silent chess for 15
I don't
minutes.
want
Yeah,
to
it's just
fill up
I'm
my
sure
hard
blinking.
drive.
All right, let me
Yeah.
go get lunch. I'll be right back.
Alright,
Cool. Could you get this line again, Mr. Gumshoe? Detective
we're
Gumshoe?
rolling. And of course, the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the Ringmaster. Oh, no, I almost forgot. Regent the Tiger was there as well.
Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey?
When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch.
Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings.
So, the answer is no? I was curious too.
I guess he did see it.
Okay. I'm just going to press this again because the blizzard up until the time of the crime. Okay, so it wasn't snowing at the time of the crime.
Yeah.
Alright. It just bugged me. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m.
Asher, what? What? You just had one. You had one, okay? Okay, stop panicking. Okay, I will go get one for you. Okay. I will go get one for you. Go watch your show. I will go get one for you. Sorry, intermission.
Yep.
I had a feeling this was gonna happen. He came up to me asking for a Reese's cup, like the chocolate peanut butter cup.
Yep.
After I had just gave him one, like whenever I came back up the stairs, I gave him one as a treat. And he came up to me, he's like, another one, Reese's, brown Reese's. And I was like, no. And then that's when he was like, Cocoa, which is like applesauce pouch. And that's when I said, don't panic. Everything's fine.
I was going to ask what treat is he panicking about?
That would be chocolate.
Understandable.
I'm trying to give them like treats, and then I always regret it right after. Okay.
After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to?
Regina was playing with Regent while Will went back to his room, tired from work.
He is an old fart.
Then the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately.
Alright, so
That checks out.
Mo went here. The front gate isn't shown, but Ben went away. Max and the ringmaster went here. To the ringmaster's room, but the crime scene is in front of Mo's window over here. So
Did we ever unlock all of Max's boxes?
no, no. Wait.
I think we only did 2 out of 3, right?
No, I think we've finished, and that's
What did it
what triggered me
reveal?
to, like, I don't remember.
I
But
don't either.
I think we broke him, and that's when we found like he was actually Killer Bob Jones.
Okay.
Oh, privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you?
It seems that we're negotiating Max's salary.
Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. but-
Regina!
Regina!
Bob and Regine!
I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m.
Well, okay. Not a problem, pal. Ow!
This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
He couldn't even get started.
Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later.
I
Because
love
I'm
how the judge
disgusted.
just goes along with all of
Yeah.
her bullshit antics.
Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end?
A wooden box.
That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed.
Carrying the box, huh?
It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor.
What do you mean?
Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention that it was locked.
Locked, you say?
Wooden box added to the court record. Wooden box. The victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions about the wooden box, about the lock, about the contents. I'm kind of-
You should go for contents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box?
1 second. The stream. Well, when we we found the box. It was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station, and we cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle.
Bottle? What is that, detective?
Drugs!
Well, exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle.
Filled with drugs.
Yeah.
What's inside the bottle?
Drugs. It's filled with pepper.
Pepper. Why in the world was it locked in that big
I
box?
thought the judge was gonna be like, is that some kind of street name for drugs?
Crack!
Cracked pepper!
There was only one little bottle in that huge box.
I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning?
Small seasoning bottle added to the court record. Small seasoning bottle. Found inside the wooden box the victim was hunched over. It contains pepper. Snap neck. According to the autopsy report, the... What's up?
It cut me off. I was laughing and I said, what the hell at the end of my laugh. Your vertebrae.
According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct?
You've done your homework, pal.
No, you just said it. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you?
The police are searching for it as we speak.
My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with.
Would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene.
Well, no. I bet he made it disappear with magic.
Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now.
I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. Bye, Kane.
Until next
You mean
time.
all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
I'm not even off the stand yet, but I'm already sleeping.
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
And being sleeping.
Well, I don't know, but wrapped up is such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy.
Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Mr. Karma, call your next witness.
I was trying so hard to come up with a joke about wrapped up. But I couldn't.
I appreciate the honesty.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the
I
stand.
was so ready to do that in Gumshoe's voice.
Do you hate it that much? She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist.
I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well? Oh, Jesus. This guy is insufferable. I fucking hate him. I hate looking at him.
Wait, which one?
Both of them! Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My full name is Trilo Quist. I am employed as an operatic tenor.
Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr.
Sorts through papers.
Benjamin Whitman, ventriloquist?
That rope must be cut off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine. I'll grace you with a song. Me. The world of the law. Exciting and daring. Guilt or innocence. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think?
It had a good rhythm.
It's just the lyrics, they leave something to be desired, so to speak.
Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up. Just look at your nose. Think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star?
Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Order, order! I'm meant to know who the witness is.
Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Chilo handle this.
I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about Ow!
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed.
Witness testimony. What you witnessed.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. The clown. Once we got
The
to the
clown.
lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw. Oh my god. Excuse me. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that?
Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest.
Oh god damn it.
How can you mistake something with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown.
That's right, dress boy.
Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime?
He's got a point.
Does he?
What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit.
What is that?
Here's absolute proof.
Oh, silk hat.
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant.
Ah,
Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice.
is there only one of those hats in existence or something?
If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. I'm not quite sure how to say that word.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
Oh, okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Girl boss. Cross-examination, what you witnessed.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
I'm just gonna keep pressing. The clown, you're talking about Mo?
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way of keeling over for good.
Poor guy.
We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack.
Then what happened?
Blep. Why the plaza's entrance?
To do some thinking, of course.
It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness.
But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup.
Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
Thank you.
The world's most reluctant court audience.
Oh my god. It's just the way that You guys said it makes it sound like there's only 2 people in the audience. Yes, honey. What, Asher?
Maya just called me honey.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right.
What, honey? Come on.
We should probably work out some sponsorship deals for these intermissions for when you upload to YouTube. If you don't want to be in this courthouse for internet crimes you didn't commit, try NordVPN.
Got hairy balls? Not this Christmas with Manscaped.
No, hairy butts.
What are you supposed to be saying? What, Asher? What? Okay, come on. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Did you read this one?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions.
You think I prepare my questions? So Max and only Max, right, Trillo?
That's right. And that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character.
There's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? If I say this, they're going to show the hat found on the scene, and that's still bogus to me. Oh, never mind, it's made to order. Okay. But it could have been stolen,
It could have been.
but they said he was wearing it during practice, and everyone saw that. Okay, so, like, it would need to have been stolen while he was having his private talk with the ringmaster. That doesn't make sense. So, yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I kind of don't know.
There's
This
also
case-
the fact that
This
he's
case
not
really
actually.
confuses me.
Yeah, me too. He's actually not like wearing his hat. So this hat is probably genuine. So how did it actually get to the scene of the crime?
Yeah.
They have a good point. And we don't really know anyone else who might have been out there at that time.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this because it's the most lawyer thing to say. Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica.
Hey, you still don't get it, do ya? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say it all together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
Thank you.
I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright.
Great, I'm getting shut down by a toy. Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose that would have been around. Hey, what time was it? Huh? I think it was around. Let's see, a bit after 10:30 p.m.
I love your band voice.
I think.
Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time.
10:30? Didn't they say that he died at 10:15?
Yeah, it's very quick. I guess, like, Mo immediately heard the blunt trauma sound and called the police or something.
Bonk.
Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather.
The truth is, will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that you just stand outside in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories.
But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something.
Mr. Wright, who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night?
This gal,
I think so.
Regina.
Regina. Alright, let's present our Regina. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer Regina.
What?
What? Explodes. You're waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken?
Is this true?
No, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Hello, well. Abbott may be a bit stiff, but he's right.
Huh?
Seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions.
He's right.
I'm chewing. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he?
Oh, he definitely would. Oh, I think that's what we got out of Max, right? That he clunked Ben over the head
Yeah,
with a bottle. Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head.
Nick? Wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Or wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. I give up. Okay, so Okay, I'm going to press this again and try the other option. Blah, 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 blah. Ben only saw Max? It's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well?
What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen?
Okay, they're either talking about the ringmaster or Regina. We have no reason to believe she actually went out there that night.
Yeah, I don't think anyone said she was out.
Yeah.
So.
And the ringmaster did at some point to go there
Yeah.
to get killed. So
That's the victim.
that's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza, you should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ow!
Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out.
She can't speak while eating, but she can still whip me, apparently. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Whoop.
Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
I see.
Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought.
Rubber. That makes perfect sense.
What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there's a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the Yahoo!
There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. All right, all right. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina.
Don't volunteer things.
A lot of us are waiting for Regina.
Mr. Quest, tell us the truth this time. And I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was. I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose? Rob.
What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
She
Get
is a
it,
minor.
boys.
That the matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
Thank God it's not. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain.
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
You wish Chilo proposed to you?
I wish this was
But
the
that's
first
not
time something
proposal.
ridiculous was put up on the witness stand.
I literally was just thinking about, like, I wish to call the parrot. I wish to cross-examine the parrot.
Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her.
My headcanon is Chilo calls her Regina and Ben calls her Regina.
Yeah. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket.
No, you don't.
You are going
wait.
to propose, you, a puppet, does not compute.
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't
You want to
mean I
watch
can't
Bluey?
love.
Okay, come
Oh no, now she's gonna
Sorry.
have to explain
Give me
the
a second.
puppets and the Reginas to Asher.
I
Ash
guess you're
wants
right.
to watch Bluey.
Okay.
I still have my headset on, but
Oh, then I'm going to continue.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too.
She's 16.
Even though I'm also married according to Apollo Justice. So make of this comment what you will.
wait, what?
Exactly.
Yeah, according to the fourth game, like an aside comment in that game, the judge is married.
Oh,
His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now.
All right, okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
here you go, buddy. Walking back. What was with that sigh at the end?
Cross-examination about the proposal. Okay.
Don't be so surprised that it was. Oh, wait, sorry. This is.
No, you're good, you're good. It's kept in my pocket. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. I don't think so, buddy. Take that. I mean, objection. What? Oh, come on.
I think you have to
They're going to make-
establish that it was a ring first.
Oh, please. It's a proposal. Ugh.
Yeah, it's stupid, but what are you gonna do?
Okay, which one is the had something? Maybe this one.
Yeah.
What was it
Oh
exactly
my
that you planned on
God.
giving her for your fucking proposal?
This game is a joke.
You know exactly what I was going to give to a numbskull.
Oh my
I know!
God.
I do!
The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer his question. What was it?
You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring.
Engage. Oh,
Engagement
oops.
ring.
Oh, those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Push on anyway. Maybe it's something out of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed. Ow!
Yeah.
I advise you to cut this argument short.
I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
You sure you're doing just sweating the details, boss? Especially for a man in a black bathrobe. I keep changing my accent because I try to do a goon voice.
Giving an engagement. Okay, I'll press this one just, you know, to be safe. An engagement ring.
Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it.
Just a ring.
What's the matter, Nick?
Well, there's got to be something I can catch him on. Blub, blub. Blub, blub. Yeah, sure. I got you this time.
Wasn't it the same exact sentence?
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god.
Chillo, do you mind if I show you something?
What is... Oh, what is it? What are you talking about?
Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
Ah, that's mine. Give it back, you thief. Thief.
Did you just testify about this very object? I believe you said in the end I wasn't able to give it to her. So I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here?
Ah,
What is going on here?
that's... Ben, say something. Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo.
I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? You mean a room they put money like a bank vault?
Ha! That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him.
Mr. Quest, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court.
Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey in every sense of the word.
Oh, I see. Well then.
Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up.
Shiny things?
Chillo, when was this ring stolen from you?
Well, I suppose it was
I didn't ask you.
that time. That night. The night of the crime.
What did you just say?
Details. I need more details.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza.
Right about what?
Oh, sorry.
Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct?
Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have... Well, it could have been taken around that time.
Oh!
Huh? Yow! Ooh!
God.
Ooh!
What are you doing, step monkey? Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever.
It just occurred to me, like, this guy bought a ring to propose, but like Trillo is the one supposedly proposing.
Yeah.
So, did he ask Ben for the money to buy the ring, or does he get paid a separate salary from Ben as a tenor?
That would be funny. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Treeloquist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo?
exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow, loafy fool called Den's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, and with Regina, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame.
Well, this does indeed prove one very important point.
Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be?
Ben's testimony has a flaw. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Contradiction?
The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza.
What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Robber.
Interesting, Mr. Wright.
Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist?
Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive.
The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max.
Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness doesn't have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't oblige to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
I've told you so many times you'd think you'd know my story's not changing.
Already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more.
Get him, stick boys.
Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah!
Witness testimony, witnessing Max.
I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting around there for about 5 minutes. I said, "Good evening, Tim," but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene.
I'm not pressing this statement. Just because I don't want to hear the 3 symbols again.
There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
Oh, never mind.
Press.
There's the landmine.
So that means Money didn't show up until after you saw Max?
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring, and you went chasing after him.
How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about... I suppose, 5 minutes, I think.
That's very fast.
So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, witnessing Max. Alright. After I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes, okay. This is a new piece of information. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking pretty obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and say good afternoon during the day, right? and it's obvious that I say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo. You said good evening at night. Sorry, Trilo.
Mr. Quest, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
There's got to be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Trilo's evening greeting, Ben's half of the comedy act. Why would he say good evening to someone he hates?
Yeah.
He's not like he's not exactly the epitome of politeness.
Yeah.
Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers?
I don't want to hear that from you. Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Oh, that hurt!
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
There's no reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max. How do I go about proving that with the evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one.
Guess I can give it a shot.
The witness will resume his testimony.
Huh. Okay. How do you go about that?
Oh, wait. The hat was
The
found at
bottle?
scene of the crime, wasn't it?
The hat?
Yeah.
So?
Wasn't that... Wait, that does mean he could have seen Max, I'm sorry. I felt like, oh,
Yeah.
he wasn't wearing his hat, so it wasn't Max, but...
Wait a minute. Yeah, I guess like the best way to go about proving he hates Max is the bottle. But how do we get to that point in the conversation where it's relevant?
Yeah.
I guess I hate doing it at this point, but I will have to press everything. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up.
You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know? 4. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, you would really think someone would have slipped by me?
4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose.
Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trilo. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night?
Of course. That's where I saw it coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time.
Guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. About what time would you say these events took place?
You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure that out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. And when you already know that, I would look into the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time I was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it?
Indeed, what time was it?
What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Oh, I'm no good at math!
No!
10 p.m.
Oh yes, that sounds about right.
It sounds about right because that's the time when I saw Max on the scene.
You're 100% absolutely sure of what you just said.
I told you already. Cheese. I am 100% absolutely sure.
There's no way he could be any more confident than that, right? Okay, didn't he say he came back 5 minutes later and that's the same time that the guy died?
Yeah, he died within that. So the murderer arrived, and the guy died, and the murderer left within that 5-minute window. Right. Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now?
As many times as the game requires me to.
If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with the chorus. Everyone now.
Silk hat!
Okay, CLOAK, white
White roses!
Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you?
I was just doing it because I was like, oh, I haven't been doing it the other times. I didn't realize that I was actually supposed to do it this time.
I thought you actually saw like her sprite
Yeah.
come up.
That's so good. But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere.
I agree, but do we have the proof to make something stick?
All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've got to have something that will prove useful.
Alright, time to go to work. So I pressed everything, and I still don't think we have anything we can present to.
Can you check the core record? I really don't know.
Maybe now that we've pressed everything, something will have changed.
Maybe. How was it weird being nice to one of your coworkers? Says Francisca minutes or seconds before she whips one of her coworkers.
Alright, so I guess I'll try saying the other stupid thing. I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure that if a pro was to review your work, ow!
You're not trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should know better.
Oh, 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 that hurts!
That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness.
Joke's on you, I'm going to say the exact same thing. Okay, nothing especially. Guess it's kind of petty to badmouth someone's performances.
I think so too. I guess you really are right all the time.
Glad to see you finally coming around to that.
Continue with the cross-examination, please.
Alright. So it is evidence, apparently, but I have no idea.
Wasn't
Can we look at the poster?
There's no examine button. This is oh, never mind, we do. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's look at the map. Can we look at the map?
So at 10 a.m., everyone is in here. Can you see my cursor?
No.
All right. Everyone's on the big top,
Mhm.
and they like disperse. The ringmaster and Max go to ringmaster's room. According to Max, and Mo and Ben and Trillo go to the lodging house area. Mo goes up, and Trillo is by the front gate of the plaza. At 10 past 10, and that's when he sees someone wearing the three symbols walk past, and gets distracted and runs away. He's back 5 minutes later and finds the ringmaster dead. That's all we know.
I am so stumped right now.
Yeah, kind of me too.
Me too.
Where's Mia and her hints when you need them?
Do I present the bottle to this?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
It's a bit of a
And-
stretch though, isn't it?
Yeah, what's your justification? If you don't
Well,
mind asking?
Max hit Ben with this bottle. So that's the reason Chilo hates Max. So why
Yeah.
would you be saying good evening to him? That's the only thing I can think of.
I guess try it.
Alright. They did hint that I need to present something to this, so hopefully. Objection. Chilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clunked over the head. That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch!
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first.
The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. What's being lewd have to do with anything?
Are you saying this witness is lying?
I'm saying he's truthful.
That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the scene of the crime?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quest. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
He didn't see anyone, he saw the defendant, he saw a different person. Okay, he didn't see the defendant. Hopefully. He didn't see anyone doesn't make sense
definitely saw
given that some... Sorry?
He definitely saw someone.
Yeah. Because, like, the ringmaster went there and the killer went there.
Yeah.
2 people went there. So let's say he saw a different person. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct
A
one.
game theory. Thanks.
Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as you put it.
What in the world? You...
Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trillo saw that evening then?
Now, I'm going to say he actually saw the ringmaster
Yeah.
because there's only one set of footprints leading up to the murder scene, and it's the ringmaster. Yeah. I almost, I was like looking at Mo and thinking, yep, that's the ringmaster. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet.
It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute.
No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present.
Oh. Yeah, I suppose you've got a point there.
It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
You are correct, it was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo, isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist.
Order, order! What do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
Rubber. I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quest obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening.
Say it with me, everybody. Silk hat! Cloak! White roses!
The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols.
3 symbols? Fuck's sake, Phoenix!
Alright, it's getting old. But come on, man, you've got to remember them by now.
Oh my god.
Here we go again. Everyone, all together now. Ow!
Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses.
Silk hat and a cloak, anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me.
What was that?
Damn, she's
Oh,
so
the witness-
ugly.
The witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What?
Miss Von Karma, do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Yes! I think we finally won a point on this one.
That is very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but
What?
who Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness.
Huh?
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Robber. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess.
What are you guys fighting about? Come here.
To be
Come
continued.
here. Come here. Come here. Oh my goodness. Hi. 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 How are you? You okay?
Okay.
Yeah. You want to talk to my friend? Here you go. Here you go. Say hi.
Hello.
Ski.
Hello.
Hello.
My family is texting me. 1 second.
Take your time.
Ski.
Bye bye.
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 Bye bye.
You pooped your pants. You went poopy in your pants. I'll be right back.
All right.
Disclose. Which child?
Sorry, I need a couple more minutes.
All right.
No worries.
Ready or not? Here we go.
Okay.
December 29th, 11:54 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
Sweetie. You have to believe me. I can go anywhere near a crime scene.
So then, where were you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday. Remember? I was in the ringmaster's room.
And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right?
Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means.
Means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max.
Fabulous! That is a fabulously possible possibility.
Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange?
Hmm.
If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go?
Double.
Wow, Max. I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
It's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper.
December 29th, 12:06 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Rubber. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
How do you get to move from Lawrence Curls? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown?
Oh, so sad. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record.
Right. Yeah, I forgot.
Was that a fucking Fresh Prince
Yep.
Yeah.
in West Philadelphia, born and raised? Oh my god. Name and occupation.
Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited for this sort of occasion.
What in the world are you talking about? We're in the Grand Hall of Justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court.
Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do they have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service.
It does give away his age.
Okay. Then how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? But a couple of clowns who are up to no good.
Your name.
The Lawrence Girls, the professional funny man, also known as Motor Clown.
You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct?
Yes, it is.
Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening?
A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walk into.
Without the humor, please.
Will you please testify to what you saw today? A rabbi and a priest. Okay.
Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court.
Witness testimony, what you witnessed.
I know. greatest comedian in the world. But I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years.
Except for Maya.
Yeah. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit. But hey, at least I'm trying.
I come around like a bad habit.
Imagine my predicament. A clown who can make people laugh. Almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. This atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try to make everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing?
Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here?
Witness,
Huh?
we will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case.
Really? You'll hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you, thank you. I can't wait.
Or Gumshoe?
Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony?
Oh, of course we can. We'll talk for as long as you want.
Witness testimony, what you witnessed.
Night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out of the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max. He was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, whack! Clunked the ringmaster over the head.
That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized.
However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
That must be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony.
I know that,
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor.
I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling.
I understand, Your Honor.
If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Cross-examination, what you witnessed. Alright, so just to translate what they just said, if you press certain statements in this testimony, you actually get penalized.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little bit of a record here of our progress. Alright. After practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped.
Don't press the poop one.
Nope. Nope. Go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. Did he notice something? Why did he glance out the window? That's maybe important. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. Okay, there could be more details there as well. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. Could he make out Max's face?
Yeah.
And did he have his hat
Or
with
is
him?
it just you saw
Yeah.
the symbols and...
Yeah. Kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. With what exactly? Okay. So we actually have quite a bit of statements we could press here. What do you think we should go with the first?
I think we should press about the poop.
All right.
Well, don't.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, I kind of want to see what happens.
You probably get penalized, but
You were pooped that night.
yes, I was very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food.
What?
The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happens after that? They say, what happens? That one was cool, huh? Are you really the kids really love toilet humor these days? You don't know how accurate
Give
that
me
is.
joy!
That joke was so hip. I don't want to ruin it with a reply.
I've got a good reply though. That joke was so funny it just earned you a penalty.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Load if you want to. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I was considering that maybe I should be cool and like coast with this, but no.
I just wanted to see what would happen.
Yep. That's the. I feel like this is an important statement, but I also feel like there's a risk of getting the triple chorus thing again and being penalized as a result. But I don't know.
What's the next?
I'm curious if you saw the murder weapon.
That's where I was going with that.
Okay. Then let's start with this one. So you saw the ringmaster get clunked over the head?
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? Nice, Phoenix.
You mean the weapon? You know, I have no
Why
idea.
is he giggling?
The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you?
Well, yeah, well, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon.
Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Holy shit.
Isn't this a bit melodramatic?
So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I just want to say this is way more threatening in the originals where you can't just save and load at any point you want.
Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime?
I mean, not seeing the weapon is kind of damning.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Where's his
maybe-
room?
it's right by the scene, like the garden is next to his room. Yeah, the courtyard, I guess. To the back of the head. Did he mention them talking or something? Like, did he see him as facing each other?
Oh, I don't remember.
Maybe we should go back and go through his statements again.
Well, he did say the shadows were far away, so...
Right. Did not see the crime. I don't know. but we just saved, so
Yeah.
of course I have grounds to make this claim.
Then let's hear it.
That's something I can't share with you at this time.
Great.
What you just say, Mr. Wright?
I know there's something wrong with his testimony, but I can't
Okay,
put
he's
why I feel this
bluffing
way into
too.
words for the judge.
Maybe we should get a bit more information.
Okay, yeah, so like we have to play the minefield a bit more and press the right
Yeah.
things to.
Once we find something more solid, we can give it another shot.
Yeah, you're right.
Mr. Wright, before we resume testimony, you know that you must be penalized.
Oh, fuck off!
Yikes, that's harsh.
You know, Mo's testimony and what he told us yesterday are kind of different.
Are they? I don't remember. Yeah, I noticed. We just got to pinpoint what's changed.
You can do it, Nick.
Okay, let's try pressing something else then. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they?
Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, I looked about yay big. I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window.
Is he on the ground floor? Is that what 1F means?
No, first floor. But
Yeah, but
in... I don't
But if it's localized, then that means...
Well, I don't know if in Japan the first floor is the ground floor.
no, they edit the images, so... what's the first floor in the US? I keep forgetting.
Ground floor.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Emily?
Oh, shit, sorry. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all.
It was snowing that night. I cut down on visibility.
Wait, it was snowing when he saw them?
I see. Please with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw.
I thought the blizzard was over.
Yeah, that's what Gumshoe said.
So you clearly saw this, even though you were by your own admission far away?
Oh, that's right. I've been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I am 100% certain that it was Max, the ringmaster that I saw at night.
You sound like a ghoul from Fallout.
Yeah, I do actually. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols?
Uppity symbols.
Liars nowadays. Do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone. Everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. See what
Aw.
I mean? But it's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown.
Enough foolishness. Get back on track.
Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw?
Okay, I'll press this one too.
Yeah, might as well.
You just happened to glance out of the window?
You could say that. You could also say a peek.
Oh, no.
Glimpse. Peeps. Eyeballs.
Mr. Carls!
No. I guess synonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. We don't have anything else we can do, so...
Yeah.
Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Man, Phoenix is really synced up with me this session.
Why? Why?
He normally is not.
Yeah.
Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday,
I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud.
How are we supposed to remember that?
It sounded like a giant thump.
Thump.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You forgot?
Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention a thump, didn't I?
It's not something you just forget to mention.
Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Very well, Mr. Curls. Please revise your testimony.
They should start turning the tables in our favor.
I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside.
And that contradicts his final statement. He couldn't have seen
Yeah.
the moment of the clunking if he heard the noise, and that's what prompted him to look outside
Yeah.
when he was already tucked into his bed. So I'm going to press this again. I've got a great reason to make my claim.
And I suppose you'd be telling us all that great reason?
Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony.
What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright?
Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit.
He did say that.
However, Mo just stated the following under oath.
I can. Oh, sorry.
No worries. If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way that he could have seen Max clunk anyone.
Okay, 1972.
Yeah, I don't know what that
think
one,
that's,
what is at all.
CSI or NCIS or something.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment?
Oh, they didn't commit this crime probably escaped from a maximum security crown car.
Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme
Oh,
to
it's the
echo the
A-Team! No. I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory.
Great job, Nick.
These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth.
Well,
Oh, you're back from your jog?
well, it pretty much happened the way I said.
Pretty much.
When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of the statement.
Von Karma. Tampering with witnesses again.
So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster.
Oh yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. That's all,
Checked
folks.
out.
Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say.
Mr. Curls,
Your Honor.
you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over, and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Oh, so you didn't even see the criminal? You just saw it? Alright.
Silhouette, yeah.
Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Got it.
Witness testimony. The silhouette.
It was a bit far away, but the shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His
Ooh.
silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there.
No mention of roses.
His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
Does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime.
It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever. This should finally be good enough, yes?
It is decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the crime scene that night?
He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that.
All right, Mr. Wright. Commence your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, the silhouette. Alright. I'm going to save again here, because I don't want to do the first part again.
Yeah, that's fair.
And just going to present the poster to this,
Yeah.
because his symbols are here and yeah. Objection! You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols.
Well, I suppose so. The silk hat and a cloak, right?
Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols.
3 symbols.
Yay! And get ready, all together now!
Still cat, cloak,
Cloak,
white
roses! Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo?
Do you like pie? I love pie. 3.14, and that's all the ones
Silence, fool! You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions.
Order, order.
Mo, you didn't see the roses,
Oh.
did you?
Oh,
To be honest,
Oh.
there weren't any roses on the person I saw.
the crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail.
Objection. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them.
Roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim.
If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case?
Clearly not. He is just toying with this court.
I got her on the ropes now. The seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony?
There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing that such a snobby 3-piece getup?
Get up, get up, get up. Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction.
Oh, what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this...
Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now.
Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case.
Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age.
I'm not
Aw.
mature. I'm a clown.
I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling.
A ruling.
Nick, this is your last chance.
Witness testimony, the Silhouette Part 2.
There's no doubt in my mind there were no red roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Well, especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing decorations on it.
The decorations on it. The feather?
I guess so. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
Mr. Wright, you got one last chance at this.
Just one chance?
I'll not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations.
I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful.
Does
I
anyone
understand,
else see
Your
the
Honor.
typo?
There was a typo?
Instead of saying I've only got a single shot at this, it said I only have a single shot as this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was too irked by the lack of an S after the apostrophe after proper noun to notice that one.
Oh wow, so that entire slide was fucked up.
Cross-examination, the Silhouette Part 2. Okay. I'm pretty sure what they mean is every single press is a penalty now. Let's just say again. Right. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could. Wait! He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. But the hat was found at the crime scene. He couldn't have dropped it,
Oh,
according
yeah,
to this
yeah,
statement. I'm going with this one. Objection! This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it?
Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night.
No question in your mind.
Not exactly how would one mistaken thing like that.
I see.
Oh,
Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright?
Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found?
you always ask these questions. It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means
The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
No, that's not true.
Order! 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 Mr. Curls!
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of all this? You're old enough to know better than to behave like this in court.
Right, that's just not right. That's so harsh. Yeah, Cheeto's allowed to explode.
Yeah.
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things.
Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. 1 second, I need to drink.
I'm not doing this.
I don't wonder how. Okay.
Sorry. Bad time.
Don't
Wrong
worry.
time.
It's starting to. Starting to feel it.
Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are?
Well, I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. Not telling the truth.
he's turned into a bratty little kid.
He's so proud.
It's pitiful, isn't it?
He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there.
He left the scene?
What's the matter, Nick?
There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo
What do you want?
just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime?
What? Oh, he went. What do you mean? How did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
Objection! This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless.
Grr.
You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Like I'm a little baby who needs his mommy. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. You just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened?
Say what?
Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene?
The
I know
photo.
the answer.
Yeah.
Yep. There are no footprints.
Yeah.
Look at this picture.
Look at this photograph.
The problem is the footprints in the snow.
Footprints?
In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there.
Rubber. Aye, aye, aye.
So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record.
That's a bit harsh.
I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
That's also a bit harsh. Wait just a second. You can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine. I'll tell you the truth this time.
You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today.
That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. We're gonna need a real deal this time, I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better.
Mr. Lawrence Curls,
Yes?
the testimony you've provided up until now has been false.
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied.
It's just what?
It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Bro.
Rubber. Order! I will have order! Franziska von Karma, how could you?
Your Honor. If you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curl.
Huh. You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic dribble.
Dribble.
Dribble?
Dribble.
What is
With
that
his
word
testimony of
for
the
you?
truth.
It's like dish galloping, I think.
Okay,
Now
thank
it's
you.
time for our next segment. Oh noes. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. Morty. No, when I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he...
Bro, what?
This is the truth now. You ready? ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and he flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't need footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now?
Well, that was, how do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened.
You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witness? Why would you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story.
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright?
This is all a dream, right? It does explain everything so far.
Yeah, but
I think he's telling the truth with this part, not with the part where he said he saw Maximilian Galactica.
so you're saying there's another person who can fly.
Yeah, I mean, Max can't fly.
Of course.
It's the acrobat. The acrobat can fly. Bro.
In a sense of the word, yes.
Bro.
What do we say? I'm gonna say this is all a dream, right?
No, we don't have that much health.
But it's not flashing.
Oh. Okay.
Right now, I can't believe any of this. I'm not even sure if this day hasn't been some kind of Kafkaesque dream. Ow!
Now do you think it's still a dream, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. Criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen.
You imbecile.
Excuse me?
Obviously,
If you
he just
disregard-
flapped his wings.
If you disregard the need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, Maximilian Galactica is pretty fly for a white guy. I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mystery. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. My throat is killing me.
So is mine.
It's especially rough when, like, the judge starts shouting. It's so difficult to keep up. December 29th, 2:33 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on?
That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared.
Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you?
I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy.
Weren't you asking us whether you should fly into the courtroom to make a good
Yeah.
first impression this morning?
It looks so effortless for you on stage.
It's not that
Aw.
simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow. You just told me the secret to your magic.
No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule.
I'm sorry, Max, but client confidentiality and whatnot. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks.
Nick, What do we do now?
All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
To be continued. It's so, like, scary to me how they have to sit through this court proceeding in the morning up until the afternoon, and then they go out and investigate until like God knows what time. So I think this is a good point to end this session.
Yeah.
All right.
I hate to be a party pooper.
Uh,
I mean, you're
My
only a
children.
diaper.
My children need me.